What's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop ATL Season 7, Episode 8. So let's get to it, shall we? So first, let's start with Jessica Dime. Isn't it something how people change over the years? Really liking Jessica Dime. Anyway, she tells us that Sean is in Iowa. You guys know that he is preparing for that I think it's a G League team that he's on. So he has left her here in Atlanta by herself, and she's bummed about that. He called her and told her that he has a surprise coming for her. So while she's sitting there eating her chips and the doorbell rings, who should it be but her mother? Her mother and her look exactly alike. I don't know why we'd be so surprised when mother and daughters look alike, but you can tell she definitely, mama got some strong genes. You guys know they've had this rift in their relationship since the reunion, but Jessica actually tells us that it's been going on all their lives. When they sit down to talk, it's an easy story to understand. Jessica probably was kind of fast ass, and mama was tired of her smart ass mouth and smart ass ways, and she must have called the law on her or had her put into some sort of juvenile detention home. Jessica went out on her own and became a stripper, and the mom was disappointed in her, didn't see that for her daughter. Most mothers probably wouldn't want their daughters to become strippers. Not that a stripper is a horrible profession to have, but you know what I mean, right? So their relationship grew strained, and over the years though, Jessica has grown, and now that she's going to be an honest woman and she's got a baby on the way, she's changed, and I think her mom sees that. Okay, let's hope the mom is not an opportunist and sees the fact that her daughter is on this show. And now all of a sudden she's become proud of her. But we'll keep the positive and think that maybe the mom sees that her daughter is grown up now. Making some better decisions for herself. Okay, the mom tells her, you won't understand anything until you become a mother. You know, the mom didn't know that she was pregnant. And then Jessica tells her that she is indeed pregnant. So then, you know, the mom is excited. Oh, I'm going to be a grandmother, you know. So they mend their relationship for now. Jessica says, I guess it's a day at a time. As of now, Jessica and her mama, they back good again. Then we see Mama D. Mama D is still recovering from her plastic surgery. She says that pain is a bitch. I heard that it is terrible. And when you get all three done at the same time, the boob lift, the tummy tuck, and the butt lift, that's a whole lot on the body. She's looking for Nurse Bay to come over, the one that KK brought over for her last week. There's a knock at the door, and you know, she has on, I guess, what you would call sexy clothes. Shit didn't look sexy to me. Behind a bouquet of flowers and bouquet of balloons is a dear old Scrappy. Scrappy done came up from Miami. He's been down there with the BAM. You guys remember that? That's what she said anyway. Why you all dressed like that? Oh shit, I thought I was about to get it popping with Nurse Bay. She ain't seen Ernest, and she don't know what's going on with Ernest. And Scrappy was just like, I mean, y'all done been through a lot. Maybe this marriage thing with you and Ernest, maybe that ain't really the business. Maybe that's not for you. Scrappy goes on to tell us how while he was down there in Miami and he was feeling real low, he was feeling mighty bad because he knew he wasn't doing the right thing by BAM. Remember, they had broken up and it was a very public breakup. He ran down there to Miami. The nigga was high all the time, playing Xbox and push-ups in his house with his homeboys all the fucking time, going to strip clubs and drinking Henny. I guess he thought he was going to do something with Bucky and her hair, but you know, he just wasn't feeling it. His heart was with Bambi. She told him, nigga, you have to come correct if you want to be with me. So then he started this whole thing on the internet. Okay, find the BAM. You guys remember that? He finally located her at the Bronner Brothers hair show. The rest is history. They ended up running off, eloping, getting married down in Compton, California, just with her pastor, I guess, that she grew up with. And you guys know West Coast. It was just him and her and the pastor, and they were happy. And now fast forward to today, he's telling Mama D that he's got a little scrap on the way. Mama D is so excited, but he was like, keep that on the low, because you guys know that Bambi has had miscarriage problems in the past. Remember on the show, she even talked about one of, I don't know if she's had more, but she's had at least one miscarriage. So they're trying to keep that low, which is normal for people, you know, that when they're pregnant, they usually like to keep that quiet for the first trimester. So he tells her, keep that on the low. We ain't telling nobody just yet. How y'all think that's gonna go for him? Now later on we see Scrappy, he catch up with Stevie J and Jock. They at the golf range, and they haven't seen each other in a long time. You know, these three together are actually very funny. Like to see them together. I would like to see Safari with them too. I think he would fit in with them pretty well. Even though he told Mama D don't say nothing, he tells them that he is infanticipating. They excited for him. You know, Jock was like, with the wife, right? You know how these niggas move on this show. We got to make sure. He was like, of course. Okay, Scrappy a changed man. So, you know, they have a celebratory cigar, and then Scrappy was like, okay, enough about me. What's going on with you? Well, Jock lets him know that he's opening a hair salon. Okay, Scrappy got his good eye on old Jock. He says, what does he know about a hair salon? Okay, the nigga only want to smash. That's the best way to meet the women to do so. What about you, Stevie J? Well, Stevie J says, you know, I'm trying to get my businesses in order. You know, I got this girl 2.0, and she gonna be in a showcase with Just Brit. They was just like, oh, you smashing? You know. Well, he got a little something going on with 2.0, but Just Brit, yeah, he ain't smashed that. And actually, she might be off the roster altogether because she ain't smashed. I mean, that's not what he said, but that's kind of what he insinuated, right? Even though we know that she's going to be off the roster probably because she won't sign a contract with him. But Stevie J's exact words was she won't fall in line. Okay, you guys interpret that the best way you can. Now later on, Scrappy and Bambi, they're in the car together and they're back in the A. Bambi is about to have a sit down with Mama D. You know, she hasn't seen her since she's been down in Miami, supposedly. I don't even think Bambi was ever down in Miami, but that's what they're saying on the show. She's going to have this sit down with Mama D. Scrappy tells her that he told Mama D that she was pregnant. She was just like, I thought we agreed that you weren't going to do that, okay? She was like, it's not that I don't want her to know. All right, that's going to be her grandchild and everything. I was just trying to keep that low between me and Scrappy until they get out of these, you know, iffy stages, especially because of her miscarriage. But okay, we told Mama D, fine. He also kind of lets her know that he told Stevie J and Jock, and she was just like, I mean, you told everybody. I ain't told nobody but my mom. He was just like, well, they the homies, and I know they not going to say nothing. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, she's like, all right, well, if you say so. But we already know once Mama D got a hold of it, it was going to be out anyway. So Bambi is, you know, fine. She goes and sits down with Mama D, supposed to be going to dinner. And when she gets there, Rashida and Tammy is there. Bambi is just like, what are you guys doing here? And they was just like, what you mean we can't get invited out to eat with y'all? Mama D thought it would be a cute idea to have Tammy and Rashida be there since they're both moms. They can relate with Bambi, make her feel comfortable with her announcement and everything. And then, of course, Mama D start pulling out onesies. I mean, you done gave it away even if you wasn't going to say nothing. Pulling out a onesie, what the hell you need? You know, when Tammy was like, Mama D, you having a baby? And she was like, honey, this chocolate factory been dried up. So, who else does it leave? I'm sure Tammy and Rashida both know they not pregnant. So, it would be Bambi. Bambi does announce that she's pregnant and they're all excited and happy for Bambi. I'm happy for her too. You guys know I love her and Scrappy together. They are such a cute couple, and she actually looked like she was glowing. So good for them. Okay, I hope it all turns out pretty well. Alright, you guys, and now let's get to the hood boogery niggerific antics of the show. Okay, Tokyo Vanity, she's at the studio. She's listening to her different songs, trying to figure out what song she is going to be playing at her album release party. You know, it's going to be at Bocce's Club. And of course, remember, the plan is she's going to be messy because it's Bocce's Club. She's going to have Bleu DaVinci there because Keely is going to be there because Bocce is going to be there. And you guys remember, Keely is Bocce's girl. Tokyo tells us that bitch Keely going to start playing with her. Now, Bleu DaVinci is really like family to her and Tobias. He even used to manage Tobias back in the day. So they like this. So it's her and Tobias at the studio. Bleu DaVinci shows up there. And he's just talking to her about, you know, how he over the drama with the baby mama. Evidently, he always complaining about the baby mama. Tokyo says, well, you know, she's had drama with Keely and her boyfriend, Bocce, which is where she's going to be having this opening, this album release party. And Bleu DaVinci was like, Bocce, that's her boyfriend? And Tokyo was like, yeah, okay, Bleu DaVinci didn't even know. But he don't even care. He just wants to be a good dad to his kid. Now, I'm sitting here listening to this and being like, now, Tokyo, you done fucked up the plan. Because I thought you was going to make everybody be surprised when they there. You done sat up there and told Bleu DaVinci how Bocce is the damn boyfriend. So I was just like, you foiling your own plan. Tokyo tells Bleu DaVinci that he needs to be there because Keely is going to be there. And he says, you know what? Maybe I will show up. I was like, yeah, y'all got this whole plan fucked up. Mona, I'm going to need everybody to remember what the storyline is. Shit. Now Bocce, okay, here he come with his real, extra oily self. He come telling us how mad he is at Keely, that Keely ain't never told him that Bleu DaVinci was the damn baby daddy. Not understanding why you so mad about this, but shit, they needed something. So he go walk slow motion into her damn office, and she was like, hey, what you doing here? How's everything going? He got an attitude. She said, oh shit, what's wrong now? And he was like, well, I don't appreciate the fact that you didn't tell me that Bleu DaVinci was the damn baby daddy. I had to find out from young Jock. And she was like, first of all, you never asked me who the baby daddy was. Secondly, what is the problem? I never felt the need to put it out there. And he said, but you should have just said something. I'm just like, still, so now, yeah, she could have said something, but you equally is fault, because how hard is it to say who is the damn baby daddy? His whole thing is, I crossed paths with this man, and, it just would feel better if he knew about it. She was like, no, your problem is you're arrogant, and you feel like you need to know everything, and you want to control everything, and so you mad because one of your homeboys then told you that he was the baby daddy, and I guess you feeling some kind of way about the fact that maybe she had done fucked Bleu DaVinci before him. Like he was the first to come down the line, and he was started arguing with her, and he said, you know what, since you so damn smart and you got a whole lot of lip and all of this, then how about you don't come to the album release party? Like that was really gonna hurt her feelings or something. He has uninvited her, and she was like, listen, don't play with me, nigga. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. You don't tell me what to do. They get the arguing, security come in there. I was just like, that was a most unnecessary argument. Now, fast forward to this album release party. It's at the M Bar. The M Bar is on the infamous Peter Street. I'm sure you guys have heard plenty of talk about Peter Street on Love and Hip Hop. That's also where the big fight went down between Jocelyn and Tommy. Okay, that's where Old Lady Gang is. It's a whole lot that goes on Peter Street. M Bar, I've had some great memories there. Used to have a good time there when I first moved there. Anyway, I'm not sure if that's Bocce's club or not really. But, that's neither here nor there. Tokyo's having her party there. We got Young Jock there. We got Carly Red there with her man, Sean Garrett. And it's pretty uncomfortable for Sean Garrett, okay, because Carly, for whatever reason, feels that she has to check Jock. Sean Garrett was like, what the fuck she's so emotional with that nigga for? I thought they were, they broke up, honey. Carly don't never really break up with Young Jock. That nigga just stays in the stash, so I'm sure he done was 7 seasons. Honey, she been the same since season 1, so I don't know why you so shocked. Somebody put Sean Garrett up on game, please. Now the mess, we waiting for it to blow up. Tokyo is anxious to see how this is all gonna go down, but Bocce tells her that he told Keely not to come. She like, fuck, it ain't even gonna work now because Keely not gonna be here. That was the whole reason why, I wanted Bleu DaVinci and Bocce and Keely to be here so it could all get fucked up that way. But hey, Bleu DaVinci still does show up, and Bocce got an attitude with him, okay, looking him up and down and everything. Bleu DaVinci was like, come on over here, let me talk to you for a second. So Bocce was like, I just don't appreciate the fact that we be in the same places, be around the same people, make some of the same moves, and you ain't never, told me that you was the baby father. And Bleu DaVinci was like, listen, homeboy, I know what kind of man that you are, and I didn't have no problem with you being around my son. Okay, as soon as he said that, you could see that Bocce kind of lightened up. He was like, I appreciate you. I know you're not going to do him no harm. I don't care who Keely is with, as long as they going to take care of my son the right way, and I know you're going to do that, okay? It's just that I ain't seen my son in 18 months, and I want to see him. Keely is keeping me away from him. That's when Bocce was like, oh, okay, well, oh boy, I didn't know that's what it was. They do their whole black man, shake and everything. And Bocce was like, I'm going to back off because that ain't my problem. And Bleu DaVinci appreciate him for that. Let me just handle things with my baby mama and everything. But we good, okay? We good. We here. We not here, but we here. So they go back over to the table and, everybody is sitting around talking. And then who should walk in but Keely? Okay, Keely was like, that nigga Bocce think he can tell me what to do? Fuck him. I'm coming to the party if I want to, but wait a minute. What is Bleu DaVinci doing here? Okay, now she got to deal with him. So Bleu DaVinci see Keely and he says, oh, hey, happy to see you. Okay, where's my son? She said, with the nanny that you don't pay for. And he was like, wait a minute. Okay, I can see you about to turn up already. Let's go over here and have a discussion away from everybody. So they get over there on the other side, and you can tell that Keely is ready to go there with him, and Bleu DaVinci is not really on that same page. So she's all like basically the same shit that baby mamas and baby daddies always argue about. You wasn't around. You don't never help. I be needing help. You don't do nothing. All of a sudden you want to come back. back. Okay, he was like, I was always trying to be around. You didn't want me to be around him because I had a stripper girlfriend. Okay, I ain't never told you who you could be around with my son. And she was just like, you damn right, nigga, you not gonna have no bitches around my baby and all of this. And he was like, listen, I don't even care no more. It don't matter. I'm not with the stripper no more, but it don't even matter. I just want to see my son. Can we, schedule a time where we can sit down outside of everything and like adults discuss, this whole thing with the baby? And she was like, oh, okay, yeah. It's like you done bust your bubble, huh, girl? So, ain't nothing like that meter when you got an attitude, then it get bring down real fast like that. She had to regroup. That argument didn't go down the way that she want to. Okay, she was like, you know what? Fine, I'll sit down and talk with Blue. But I'm still trying to figure out why Blue was even here. And now I'm starting to feel like maybe it was Carly and Tokyo that had invited his ass here to begin with. Okay, I was like, what made you put that 2 and 2 together? I mean, if Bleu DaVinci is already in that field, why wouldn't he just possibly be at this thing, considering Bleu DaVinci and Tokyo are supposedly good friends? And I would imagine Keely knew that, right? Okay, so anyway, Keely go back over to the table, sits on down. Did I tell you that she had her girl Deej with her? Deej is the girl that she set up with Shooter Scooter. Still don't know what the nigga name is. I don't really care, so y'all don't have to keep correcting me. Deej just sitting there with him and everything, and she was just like, yeah, this is my girl Deej, just the one I hooked up with Shooter Scooter. She's like a little sister, kind of like, Carly, how you are a big sister to Tobias. Aren't you supposedly like his big sister? Tokyo was like, wait a minute, what you talking about? And Carly Real was like, what do they have to do with anything that we talking about? Keely was just like, I'm just saying, you said y'all was, big sister, little brother. And Carly was like, but that don't matter because I already talked to Tobias. Didn't we say that we didn't never do nothing? And he said we didn't never do nothing. She was like, okay, so it don't matter then. Okay, case closed. Sean Garrett looking at her like, oh God, what we fixing to go through now? So while they trying to get that all situated, then who should walk in but Sierra and her girl? Can't remember what the girl's name is, but this girl is supposedly the one that's been dating Bocce. She walks in and Carly sees her girl Sierra, so she stands up. Hey girl, okay, some real bitches in the house now. Sierra, look at my girl, isn't she beautiful? Yeah, she is so beautiful. Okay, this is Bocce's girl. Keely was like, oh, what, Bocce's girl? Last I checked, I was the girlfriend, okay? But these bitches ain't really ready for me. So Keely's sitting there, and when she sees Sierra, she just start clapping. She says, this is Bocce's girlfriend. And Keely says, oh, really, girl? This is Shooter Scooter's girlfriend right here. Sierra was like, Shooter Scooter, who is that? But you could tell she was mad. And even when I look at Sierra, I was like, that child don't look like she have no fight in her. But that lets you know that she was pissed. Child, when I tell you she just swung this purse around all of a sudden and took this diving leap towards Keely. And Keely was sitting down. I said, Keely, girl, you be underestimating every time. The last time you lost the opportunity to fuck up Just Brit, you from Detroit, you so hood, I will end you. Okay, you gonna come back in the box and all of this. Then you let Sierra, who don't even seem like she's a fighter, get the one up on you. So she jumped over there and all of a sudden it was like security must have been like right there at the camera. They all come falling in at the same time. And then it was just all this commotion, everybody trying to fight, people trying to get her loose from Keely. They finally pulled Keely up from under the rubble. And that Keely, her hair was all fucked up. She was all out of breath and shit. She couldn't even say nothing. I said, where Detroit at? Where Detroit at, Keely? Even that damn Sean Garrett and Carly had done fell down because Sean was trying to pull Carly off and it was a mess. Bocce was like, everybody get the fuck up out his club. So yeah, we had a whole bunch of drama. And I do believe Sierra got the one up on Miss Keely. I really wish that Mona would just let them fight one good time, Mona, bitch, damn. Even though you was kind of slow on the security tip, so we did get one good bop in the head, by the purse. But still, it's just like the good old days when we used to see them get tagged out there. They just don't exist no more, okay? Don't you yearn for the good old days? Now, later on, we see Shooter Scooter at the billiards place with Young Jock and Bleu DaVinci. And Bocce. It's hot as fuck in here and I don't feel like turning on my air. I'm trying to preserve my gas. So we almost through it, y'all. I know I'm real glistening. Bleu DaVinci is just like, what happened after I left the damn club? I heard some shit went down. And Jock was like, man, Sierra got your girl. Okay. They was all shocked about that. Bocce said the shit got blown up because Sierra brought his other girlfriend around. And they was like, is that really your girlfriend? And he was like, yeah, that is kind of, I have been kind of seeing her too. Bleu DaVinci still on that saying, you know what, as far as I'm concerned, concerned, it don't even matter, okay? I don't even care about Keely, what all she got going on, okay? It ain't no secret. I just want to see my son. That's it. We see Sierra and her girls, okay, Carly, Tokyo, and Sierra has invited her girl, the one that Bocce is supposed to be seeing. I know it's so many names to follow, you guys, and none of them are known, so it's just like, who the fuck cares? But y'all just stick with me. Bocce girl shows up, and they sit her down, and they was like, so now what's going on with you and Bocce? And she says, well, we've been on and off about 3 or 4 years. But yeah, that is her man, okay? They was all tickled about the fact that, you know, Bleu DaVinci had done read Keely up at the party, and Tokyo was like, that bitch Keely just always be trying it, and it's probably because I'm a virgin. And Carly Red was like, girl, you a virgin? And she was like, yeah, I'm a virgin. And Carly Red had absolutely no idea. She didn't even know there was a such thing as there's a concept of being a virgin. Carly was like, these men in Atlanta, okay, you could be a virgin and be abstaining, but I don't know if they are. And speaking of Carly Red child, Sean Garrett, he tells us that, you know what, he ain't with this hood shit, okay? Now, he was supposed to be seeing Carly Red, and he don't like all this drama, so he got to go and tell her about herself. I was like, who did you think you was hooking up with? So he goes to the house, and he puts her in her place, kind of like how Life did. You know, I don't even do this, you know, we supposed to be together, and I'm up here holding you down at the party and making sure you don't get up in the fight, and then I'm falling all down. Your big ass embarrassed on the damn camera. And she says, well, what am I supposed to do when I see my girls, you know, getting into it? He was like, how the fuck old are you? You got grown ass daughter. Why the fuck do you feel like you need to fight for another grown ass woman? Makes absolutely no sense to me. Okay, and then of course, you know, Carly goes, I'm sorry, I won't ever do it again, which is a lie. I don't understand why you even believe in it, Sean Garrett. And does Sean Garrett even need to be on this show? So like, why are you making yourself look this stupid? And then lastly, Tokyo. Tokyo says that while she was out of town, you know, promoting her song, her album, she gets a call that Tobias was seen at a restaurant with some woman. Okay, so now she got to go tell that nigga about himself. So they meet in the park. And when I tell you this scene was so bullshit because they were both laughing, I was like, Mona, listen. Now, I understand that these is all new people. We ain't never seen them no damn where before. Yet and still, I'm gonna need you to get these folks some fucking acting lessons. The whole time they up there laughing and everything, we supposed to believe that, you know, they breaking up? She's all yelling at him about him being with this girl, and he said that was his ex, and her grandfather just died, and he ain't doing nothing, and she's insecure because she's a virgin, and she say she not a... But the whole time, everybody laughing. Even when she say she gonna hit him, she jump over there and try to hit him, and he start laughing, and she start laughing, and the security pull him back away from each other. I was just like, y'all could have saved these last few minutes. You could have saved it because nobody believes that you guys are together. Okay, I believe that Tokyo is a virgin. There ain't no reason for her to lie about that. But y'all not together, and you don't really care if he done been seen out somewhere, and the shit was laughing and everything. I was just like, cut it. Maybe they can sit down with Mimi or something, because Mimi be having them acting chops on point. But we can't be sitting up here listening to no drama between no couple when we don't even believe that they was together in the first place. You guys, let me get off of here and make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.